Hey everyone, today I'm going to show you a modification or a kind of part swap for the spider arms, or what you call Waldoes, on the Marvel Legends 6-inch Iron Spider action figure. Basically to change him from this to this. Shout out to my fellow Singaporean collector, still figuring out, for originally showing this idea of swapping the Revoltech Amazing Yamaguchi arms onto the Marvel Legends Iron Spider. You can check out that original short video in the description below. I do not actually have the Revoltech Iron Spider, so I'll show you how to do this upgrade without having to buy one. As usual, please like, share, comment, subscribe, or even hit that super thanks button. I appreciate all engagement. So now let's dive right into upgrading this action figure. But before we get into the modification work, I just want to cover a few things about those spider arms that really keep this figure from being great. First of all, those arms are made from an unpainted dull gold plastic. And this really doesn't match up with the rest of the gold paint on his armor, looking quite lackluster. Next up, they're also pretty limited in articulation, having a swivel hinge only at some joints like here, as well as here. So you're not actually able to fully articulate or kind of straighten them out. These two joints over here, as well as here, are sculpted in position, so his spider arms look quite awkward, especially in certain positions like over here trying to straighten them out. And lastly, the plastic for these spider arms are made from soft, flexible plastic. And as you can see over on this arm over here, it's already warping from sitting on my shelf for about a week or two. Generally, gravity isn't kind on soft, flexible plastic. So I do very much want to upgrade these spider arms to really elevate and bring this figure into a next level. To upgrade this figure, you're going to need two things. First of all, on the left, I have a bag of Revoltech Amazing Yamaguchi Iron Spider spider arms. And next, I will also need some replacement Revoltech ball joints to put these spider legs together. I got both of these off the Chinese e-commerce selling platform, Taobao. And so inside the bag, we have 4 sets of spider arms, just like the Amazing Yamaguchi Iron Spider. I've got a pretty good feeling these legs are from the knockoff version, because while most of the parts have a consistent gold paint finish, some parts over here look kind of different in terms of tone. But that's okay, because we're only really gonna use just 3 legs. And you also want to take note that each leg has 4 segments. Therefore, they would need 1, 2, 3, and 4 ball joints. And that's a total of 12 ball joints for the 3 spider arms. And now looking at the pack of replacement joints, there are 4 different sizes, but of course we're going to use the smallest one. And since each pack only comes with 4 of these joints, we're going to need 3 packs for 3 legs. And that's a total of 12 joints. And just in case you want to have a look at the sizing of those joints, the smallest joint has a diameter of 6mm in the middle, while the pegs are 5mm long and about 3mm in diameter. Now to free those parts for the joints from the sprue, you will just need a set of model clippers, and just clipping those joints off the sprue and putting the 2 parts together, squishing them together like so. And now that you have put that joint together, it needs a cover over here. Clipping off the smallest cover from that tray. And now you simply peg that cover onto that hole, like so. So this is the joint fully assembled. And now we're fitting those joints onto the segments of the spider arm. So that's the first joint done. Onto that second joint, popping it onto the second segment of the arm. And this is the third joint on the third segment, and putting the finishing touches on the last segment of the entire spider arm, and we have the full spider arm assembled now. So the fully assembled spider arm is made from a more solid and durable plastic as compared to the thinner and more flexible spider arm that came by default with the figure. The sculpt is also more substantial as compared to the spindly arms on the default Waldoes. My only gripe that I have is that those joints aren't cast in a gold plastic, but I can live with the black plastic because these joints are actually quite concealed when you look at the spider arms from the sides. And now for the final touch, the pegs do go into the holes on the back of the Iron Spider figure just fine without any modification needed. And here he is fully assembled with those new spider arms. I really like how the gold paint also matches that painted gold elements on the main action figure, and also now he's able to have this plain vanilla stance with his spider arms at rest, which of course you couldn't achieve with those default spider arms. As for articulation, of course, these upgraded legs have much greater range of articulation. Every joint has a swivel, hinge, and a swivel. The first one over here is the one that pegs into his back. It swivels on this joint. There's a hinge over here, and you can also swivel that arm again. So there's 3 points of articulation at each joint. So there's the first joint, the second one over here, swivel, hinge, and a swivel again. Swivel at the third joint, hinging in and out, and another swivel. And for the fourth joint, there's also a swivel, hinge again, and finally the last swivel at the bottom of the spider arm. So that's a total of 12 points of articulation on each spider arm. And I think that's at least twice as much articulation compared to the default spider arms. With at least double the articulation in the spider arms, this gives you quite a lot more possibilities in terms of posing and playability. And with that much playability on a single action figure, this Iron Spider suddenly feels like one of the best Marvel Legends ever released. And now with the stronger plastic in the spider arms, he's now able to get into the iconic pose. He's also pretty stable, so he wouldn't drop at all. Definitely much easier to pose, and he is quite stable while holding this pose. And of course, with all that red and gold, he definitely looks great beside those red and gold Iron Man. Please like and share this video, let me know what you think in the comments below, subscribe to my channel for more toy reviews and modifications, and hit that super thanks button if you really like this video. Thanks for watching, take care and stay safe.